about my feelings right now.
After winning the title.
There's a mix of feelings. There's excitement. I'm still in shock. I don't think it's fully sunken in. Maybe tomorrow morning when I look at the sash and I look at this, I'll really, really realize that this has happened. And, you know, I also feel a little bit sad that it's come to an end so quickly. It's been the journey of a lifetime. We've built friendships. There's been so much growth, learning. It's really been incredible. So on that front, sad that it's ending, but excited for the next journey to begin. There are so many talented women, and all of them are so inspirational. So I didn't know who was going to win, who was going to be in that top 5. It definitely took a lot of hard work. What you see at the pageant is a very small fraction of what goes into the preparation. So yes, it was definitely a ton of hard work, but it's paid off. Fitness was a huge one for me. I've always been very invested in my health and well-being, and so I started a very strict fitness regime where I was going to the gym 6 days a week, along with a very strict nutrition plan. I also did catwalk classes basically every week, along with public speaking classes, which I actually started all the way back in grade 8. So that's been a long journey for me, and that's just a couple of the ways that I prepared.
Being a beauty queen is so much more than walking on a stage, and that is what you've all proven today. It is about being inclusive. It is about celebrating each other's differences, because that's truly what makes us beautiful. Coming from Canada, a country that celebrates diversity and inclusivity, I can see firsthand the incredible world that we can create when we celebrate each other, foster inclusive environments, and ensure a world where we can all thrive. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Canada.
The standard of beauty in Canada, you know, Canada is very diverse and very inclusive. So I feel that there isn't one standard of beauty, there isn't one ideal of perfect. It is really such a broad spectrum, and we see that even in the modeling industry with plus size models, diverse models from different backgrounds. So that's something I truly love about Canadians and Canada. One of the most beautiful places is Niagara Falls. It's also something that a lot of people around the world know of, but I would also say Vancouver, which is in British Columbia. We have the mountains, the Rocky Mountains, the greenery is beautiful. So from an ecotourism perspective, definitely Vancouver. In Canada, we have poutine, so it's fries with cheese curds and gravy. It's not very good for you, but it's delicious. My favorite food is the one I tried yesterday. I think it's called fool, and it's like a breakfast food, beans and tahini. And Nada from Miss Eco International, she recommended putting some toppings, so I tried that today and it was amazing. I could eat that every day. I have never experienced heat like this in my life. So coming to Egypt, I love the sun, I love the summer, but it was very hot. It took some time for me to get used to because I come from the Great White North, so we're used to the snow and the cold for sure. So I have to say the pyramids was a surreal experience because I've only ever seen the pyramids in history books or in photos. So even as we were driving up to the pyramids of Giza, I looked out the window and I'm like, is this real or am I looking at a photo? So that was incredible. And then also the Luxor Temple, I think was just such a beautiful experience to see the history and to see, you know, how much happened before our time. It was just an eye-opening experience. It was beautiful. This is actually a very special dress. It was made by a Canadian designer team called Ikaj Team. The team is Ray and Tyson, and they've been part of my journey since day one. And they made this stunning gown inspired by Egypt and slightly inspired by Cleopatra, actually. So that's where we're seeing the greens and the whites and the golds. And yeah, we thought it would be perfect for Miss Eco International. I studied business in school. I graduated with my business degree a few years ago, and I've applied it to every aspect of my career. But I do work as a model and a content creator. I do have a boyfriend. We've been together for almost 6 years now, and really what I look for in a partner or for even in a friend is someone who is supportive, somebody who makes you better, and that's exactly what my partner does. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
Second, runner-up for Miss Eco International 2024. And she is Miss